The Great War is here.
Star Wars John Boyega calls out Game of Thrones Whiteness. Game of Thrones is one of the world's biggest shows, especially after that record-breaking Season 7 premiere, but some TV viewers don't feel represented. For example, take new Star Wars star John Boyega, who recently criticized the HBO hit for its diversity, or, more accurately, lack thereof. And he's not even the first famous actor to speak out about the show's monotone lead stars and there are no black people on Game of Thrones, John tells GQ in the magazine's August 2017 cover story. Sure, he may be overlooking Grey Worm and Missandei, characters played by actors of mixed race heritage. But his point still stands, the lead characters are all white. I ain't paying money to always see one type of person on screen, he continues. Because you see different people from different backgrounds, different cultures, every day. Even if you're a racist, you have to live with that. We can ruffle up some feathers. Like we said, the 25-year-old isn't the first A-lister to criticize the HBO show's lack of inclusivity. David Oyelowo, Oscar-nominated star of Selma, did the same back in October. The fact that they put any ethnic minorities in that means that there should be space for bigger characters, David told RadioTimes.com. Because you're not just saying, okay, this is purely a white world, and here are very story-driven reasons why that's the case. You are interspersing people of color into it, and so therefore it's a conscious decision to put them on the margins, as opposed to put them front and center, David continued. Even if for whatever reason, it's a world in which people of color in those stories are subservient, or they are more in a helper role, that doesn't mean they can't have prominent storylines. All you have to do is shift the focus to focus on those characters. Responding to David's critiques, Penn State Brandywine professor Kathleen E. Kennedy argued that Game of Thrones' whiteness is actually anachronistic. Not including people of color in major roles, author George R.R. Martin is creating a whiter medieval world than our own ever was, she wrote in a Vice essay that same month. Though medieval ideas about race differ from modern definitions, medieval European history and literature are full of what we would today call people of color. Game of Thrones casting director Nina Gold recently told Vanity Fair she doesn't feel like she has the show's diversity, pointing out how the Starks, Lannisters, and Targaryens are all white in George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire series. We really believed we were doing it like the books, basically, she said. So what does George have to say about it? In a 2014 blog comment, he wrote, Westeros around 300 AC, after Aegon's conquest, is nowhere near as diverse as 21st century America. With that being said, I do have some characters of color who will have somewhat larger roles in Winds of Winter, he added. Admittedly, these characters of color are secondary and tertiary characters, though not without importance, George added. That's better than nothing, we suppose, but it seems like David and John just want to see characters of color take the lead. Game of Thrones Season 7 airs on Sundays at 9 p.m. ET on HBO.